Hello and welcome to Nikke Goddess of Victory, Compact Tutorial Edition. I will try to tell you everything you have to need to know about this game in this one video. This video is for people that are playing the game right now or thinking about starting playing this game. This will include everything you have to know, all the hidden details and more, so you can have a good start into this game. Let's jump right into it. Alright, we go around. We start with all the tabs here. First of all is the cash shop. As you can see, the cash shop is quite simple to explain. You pay actual money to get stuff for the game. You can buy gems. Gems is this version's in-game currency to roll for characters. You need 3000 gems for 10 pulls to have a full pull. And they're quite expensive, as you can see here. It costs a couple of euros to get a lot of these. You need, I think, for a full pull 3000. Not even 35 euros is enough to get a full pull. Therefore you buy most of the time, which is cheaper, are the vouchers. Some vouchers which you can use to roll for characters. Then you have like a 30-day supply, which is like a battle pass, I guess. You get every day some rewards if you buy this for 6 euros. It's not bad price because you get a lot of gems which you can use to summon characters. Alright, that's cash shop done. Now we go to the normal shop. The normal shop re-rolls every day. I would recommend you to buy two items always from this shop. One is always free, the first one, always pick it up, and one additional one, whatever you need. What's reduced and something you need, because that's a requirement for your daily missions. One is free, other one whatever you want. I don't recommend you to buy equipments, because equipment you get from campaign and side missions most of the time. Then second one, the union shop. The union shop, you need union credits, union tokens, which you get from your clan, and from union raids, which is like a clan event which didn't occur now and we won't see for quite a long time, I say. You can use these tokens to buy core dust, battle datasets and credits, all things you need to level up your characters. Third shop, body label shop. Body label shop is our additional currency when you roll for characters and you get duplicates. You get body labels tokens, and these ones you can use to buy this stuff. There's always going to be one on sale, which I recommend you to buy every day. And then you can buy all of these tokens which you use in the outpost to make all your characters stronger. You could also buy high quality mulch. High quality mulch you use to unlock SSR characters or SR characters. There's a high chance for you to get a super rare one, a super mega rare one, whatever it's called, and there's a low chance that you only get a SR one. You need 50 of these to unlock one character, so it's gonna be quite expensive. I could only unlock like 5. 5 times 5 is 25, wouldn't be enough even. But I still don't recommend you to use all of your currency for this. Only if you're in desperate need of stronger characters. Or characters generally. Alright, then you have the mileage shop. The mileage shop is the pity system of this game. Every time you summon in the normal summoning banner, normal recruitment banner, you get silver mileage tickets. If you roll once, so 10, if you recruit 10 characters at once, you get 10 points. If you recruit once, you get 1 point. So if you recruit 20 times, you can choose one of these spare body parts. These spare body parts are not the characters. Therefore, never choose a spare body part of a character you don't have, because it will give you nothing. What does give you stuff are molds. Right now there's an event with a new character with a new banner. It's the helm banner. If you roll on the helm banner, you don't get the silver, you get the golden mileage tickets. These ones are used to unlock the character. After pulling 20 times and you didn't get her, you get her this way by unlocking the mold right here. Alright, more or less done. Alright, now we go on the big one, the outpost. Alright, we're in the outpost, one of the most important parts of this game. It's always going to be between campaign and outpost. You're always going to walk between these two places. And the reason for it, because most of the important buildings are right here. We're starting off with a commander center. The command center, you can use it to recollect some events from the story mode. Look at relics, which you found also in the campaign. Jukebox for changing the music if you find new music. You can advise your Nikkes here, but this is quite a long path to do this. There's a shorter pathway, a shortcut. so to say. I will show it to you later when we get to the Nikkes. But more or less what you have to know about this one is the higher your attraction with the Nikkes is, the friendship points, the more stuff, additional damage you unlock. As you can see, I have like level 1 bondage attachment to this character. I have 0 defense, 0 attack, additionally, and 0 HP. But there's a character which I have 3 already, and this one has additional 1656 HP, 11 defense, and 55 attack. Alright, that was the commanding center. Most important stuff I explained right there. Then we have the tactical academy. This one you unlock later on. As soon as you unlock it, try to go through it. You click on it. Then you go right here. It tells you what it needs. These are the requirements. And down here in the lining part here, it says you what it unlocks. It wants 5,000 credits for the first lesson and this character. It's a blue character which you get by any poll, I guess. It's so easy to get these characters, the blue ones. It's like a given. And then you only pay 5,000 bucks and you get some bonuses, increased credit acquirement and increased combat portray acquirement and so on. These are very important passive abilities, especially like increased credit acquirement by 10%. That's a lot in a long time of the game. I will explain to you why in a second. You can unlock more additional building slots, which are important because you need to build buildings to unlock more lessons. As you can see here, it needs construct a train station, and I did it, and then I learned this lesson and it's gone. But if you don't have this one and you don't have it unlocked, the blueprints you find them all in the campaign. So if you don't have a blueprint for a specific construction, like the training station, you click on it. Let's see if I have this one here. Let's go fitness. But I cannot do it because I didn't unlock it yet. So if you don't have the specific construct, a blueprint for something to build, which you need here, you click on it normally, and it will tell you in which chapter you can find that specific blueprint. Like you find this one chapter 8, the other one in chapter 3, and then you have to look around the map and find these blueprints to construct them, so you get these additional rewards, like additional Nikke slots, additional combat portraits, additional credits, additional data battle sets. Alright, that's Tactical Academy. Then we go to Synchro Device. This is a very important one. This is very important, so listen up. This device saves you a lot of money because it takes the 5 character with the highest HP which you have in your collection and gives these the level of these characters to the ones you put down here. I have 18 slots, I put 18 characters inside. If I would pull them out, they would be only level 1, but because I put them in, they're 95, because these characters are all 95. It always takes the lowest level. Therefore, if this one is 96 and all the other ones are 95, your character is still going to be 95. If all the characters are 95 except the 96 and except this one is 95, all these characters are still going to be 95. All of them have to be the same level to make them level up. So all of them have to be 96 to make all of these 96. Alright, this is very important. And listen up, don't level up your golden characters. Only level up purple. Why? Because purple characters are easier to get. This is the short explanation. The long explanation is every time you get a duplicate of the character, you can limit break. And the higher the rarity of the character, the more you can limit break it. Purple are second rarest, therefore you can limit break them twice, 2 times. And every time you limit break them, it increases the max level capacity. The more level capacity it has, the higher you can level them these characters up. Because the golden ones are so hard to get, you won't be able to limit break them, all of them. It's impossible. Therefore, but you can still level them up by using the purple ones. So say this character normally is not limit break, so her highest level she can reach normally is 90. Why is she 95? Because these characters can reach 95 and they give the level to the ones down here. Doesn't matter which limit break they are, which rarity, they give to all the characters down here their level. So that's why you only level up purple characters. It's very important. But then you tell me, oh man, I already spent so much money on one of my characters. What do I do? And it's golden. I don't want to lose all the stuff I invested into her. No problem. You go to this little helpful small reset level. I didn't see it at first either. It's really hidden. But if you click on it, you get all your stuff back. It only costs 10 crystals. You get all the credits you put in, all the experience you put in, and all the cores to level up your characters. Your character will be back to level 1, but you get all your stuff back. So if you level up the wrong character, don't be afraid. There's a solution. It's really hidden, but there it is. Then next one is the recycling center. This is the center I told you about, why you shouldn't waste all your spare body parts token, because you can buy re-energy, which you use to upgrade this facility. If you upgrade this facility, it upgrades all your Nikkes, all your characters. It gives all your characters additional HP, and once you hit level 9 or 10, you get additional pillars here, which you can level up to increase the attack and defense of attackers, defenders, and supporters. These are the 3 classes of Nikkes. As you can see, I have 20 support tokens. You only need 10 to level up. Therefore, I will use auto select. That auto selects 10, and I will upgrade. And all my Nikkes have plus 750 HP and 5 more defense. That's how easy it is. Then later on, you unlock these ones. These ones are Nikkes are made by different companies. Like Samsung makes Galaxy phones, Apple makes iPhones. So are with the Nikkes. There are different companies that make different Nikkes. The 3 big ones are Elysion, Missiles, and Tetra. But there's also the Pilgrims, which are like exotic kind of Nikkes and super rare. They're really hard to get. Anyways, if you level up these ones, you level up all the characters which come from this company. Let's say I want to level up this one. I have 50 tokens, I use 10. I get 25 more attack and 5 more defense for these characters. Bang, so easy. This concludes recycling room. And now we go to infrastructure core. This one levels out automatically. If you level up the outpost, you level up the infrastructure core, and you get free golden molds from here. It doesn't matter if you collect them now or later, they won't disappear. You can always come back and collect them. It's gonna have a red dot like this one next to its head when you can collect some golden mold. The bulletin board. The bulletin board is dispatch missions where you send your characters out for dispatch. It's something similar if you play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. You can send out assassins and do some missions and you get some free rewards out of it. If you send people out, don't worry, you can still use them in the campaign. It's just like a side thing. If you put people in here, you still can use them, don't worry. Anyways, after like you send them out and it takes like 30 minutes and they come back, and then you can collect your rewards here. Always do this because it refreshes every day. Now we get to the very important part, the Outpost Defense. The Outpost Defense is your AFK farming machine. You start with level 1. You see I'm level 33. The further you get in the campaign, the higher your level will be. You have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missions in the campaign every time. And then you level up once. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, and you level up again. And the more you level up, the more stuff you get. It's quite easy to understand. You get more credits, more data sets, and more reports. All of these are important for leveling up your Nikkes. You need money, you need experience, and need sometimes reports to level up your characters. This has a capacity of 100. It cannot go over 100. Once it reaches 100, it's waste. Everything goes away. So I would always collect around 50, around 60, because the longer you wait, the better stuff you get down here. Then you can always claim it like this. I'll show you. And I got the stuff. And I go right back. And you have wipeout. Wipeout, it's equivalent of a 2-hour wait, 120 minutes. You can do it as I think 11 times a day. The first one is free, and I will always recommend you to do it 2 more times. The first time after the free one is 50 credits, and after that one is 70. These are really good investments because you get in total of 2, 4, 6 hours worth of resources to level up your Nikkes. But always do the wipeout at the end of the day, because during the day you progress the campaign mission and you level up automatically your stuff here. So right before the server refreshes, I recommend you to do it at the end when you're done with everything. You played today, you're done for today, you say I'm not gonna play anymore, then you do the wipeout. Because you're gonna collect more missions, and more missions means more money, and it's logical. Alright, that's the outpost done. Now we do the Nikkes. So here's where all your characters that you collected are stored. You can sort them in different ways, by power, by bonding, by level, whatever you want right here. Ascending or descending. So then you can sort them, which is important is that you see there 3 Roman numerals from 1 to 3. Each of them represent a phase. Important is that you have in your squad, right here next to it, 1 of each at least. And I will recommend you also to have 2 of the level 3 ones. Why? What are these? Each of these are abilities. During the battle, if you do a lot of damage and you reach a certain amount of damage, you can activate your abilities. And your abilities go in 3 phases. The phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. You have to activate all of these 3 in a row to have a full burst, to have all the abilities activated to get additional damage and so on and so on. So always aim for a full burst, so 1, 2, 3 activation of abilities. And I recommend you to have 2 or 3 level 3 ones, because these ones have the longest cooldown. After activating the ability, there's gonna be a certain cooldown till you can activate it again. Even though the level 1 is recovering really fast, like you can do it level 1 really fast again, and level 2 most of the time too, then it's going to be a cooldown right here telling you, oh, you need to still wait 8 seconds till this one, the cooldown is off. So it's going to be a waste. Oh, your ability is going to go away before you can achieve full burst. Therefore, take 2 level 3 ones with you, so you can swap between these. So you go, first time you go this, this and this, and next time you go this, this and this, for example. Then you can also sort the Nikkes by their type. There's attacker, defender and supporter, like I said. For the campaign, I would focus just attackers. Take the strongest units with you, because the campaign only focuses on damage. So you don't have to play tactically or strategically in the campaign very much. I think this is later on, if you fight bosses or so, you will need a healer as a support, a tank that takes the damage. But for the campaign, I don't recommend you to strategize too much. Take the strongest one. You can do that by just going to your squad and pressing auto. It always gonna take the strongest units you have and put them in your squad to achieve the highest squad power, which is the most important thing if you play the campaign. Good. Then what other thing important in Nikkes is, this is a shortcut to the advice thing. Why is it helpful? Because otherwise you have to go to Outpost. This is one loading screen. Then on Commanding Center, which is another loading screen, and then press on Advice, which is another loading screen. So you have 3 loading screens. Here you only have 1 loading screen. You just press Advice and you get to the Advice section, where you can level up the friendship of your characters. Then other thing you have to tell you, besides the reset level, again, if you spend experience and money on one character but you are not happy with it, you can always reset it, except if it's in the synchro, because this is not a real level. This is the level she gets because the other characters are such a high level. You just press on reset. Other important thing are the elements of the characters. All of the characters have an element above their head, and the elements are important for specific stages. The stages tells you, like, this stage is weak to fire, so fire element Nikkes have more damage in that level. That's all to the elements for now. Maybe later on they will add more stuff, like important if you play PvP or something. If they add it, that's Pokemon style, you know, fire beats green and green beats, I don't know, electricity, and water beats fire, something like that. Rock paper scissors style kind of combat. But for now it's not very important, except for a couple of levels where it tells you that it's weak to fire or weak to water and so on. Additionally, what you should know are the symbols right here. There are different types of weapons your characters use. For example, this character uses an SMG. What does that mean? you just click on the view mode right here and you can test out the weapon. So she has an SMG. What does it mean? She uses really fast burst small damage rounds. If you go back, then we go to this one. This one's a bit weird. I say, what kind of weapon is that? It says assault rifle, but that's a sword. How is that an assault rifle? How does she attack? So you go on view mode, you go to attack, and you test it out. Oh, it's like a anime kind of thing, slashers that travel or something. And that's how you test them out. Then you go back, and additionally, if some characters, like you get a free skin for some of the characters, Ropey, give me a second, Rappy, she gets this blue outfit. So how do I put the outfit on her? You press on view mode, and you choose the character, the outfit you like. Let's say the red one I like, I click on it. Now she's wear this one, but I like the blue one more, so I let her wear the blue one. That's that. Then you have the equipments. Equipments are most of the time they have like a small red point right here, like the skilled one right here. It tells you like there's better equipment available for this character. So I would always give my best characters first picks. So if my first character has a red mark there, I would press quick equip and give my character the best gear, and then I would go to the next character that has this. See right here. I'm gonna press this button and I would change the equipment. And I would go on, but I would only give the squad I use during fights the best equipments. The other ones, you don't really need them. Only equip the characters you need to use or want to use later on. Then you have skills right here. There's a red dot. A red dot means I can level up the skill. I have enough resources to level up skills. You have always two passive abilities that do different things. For her, charging damage increases or defense increases, and then you have the active one. This is the one you activate. She's a level 2, as you can see, phase 2. She's the second one that activates the ability. It tells you here after activating here, it becomes you can activate the level 3 one. What does she do? She affects 10 people with the highest attack and does so much damage. That's it. And if you level up this thing, let's say I want to level this up, I don't have enough resources for this, but it would do, instead of 42, it will do 47 damage. And that's how you make the character stronger. Then you have the cubes. The cubes you unlock by doing art missions, which I'll show you in a second. They give you like passive ability, passive strength, like HP, attack and defense. Let me take this character, because I know she has a cube right here. As you can see, she gets 390 more attack, 78 more defense, and 11,800 more HP because of this cube. The cube, like I said, we're gonna talk about it when we reach Arc. You have the Wikipedia right above here. You can look up characters if you are interested in the backstory or details or more things about the characters. It shows you which company made them, from which squad they are, in the lore, and a bit of lore right here, backstory. Alright, this concludes the Nikkes. We are talking about the squads. I told you, you go in it, you auto, and it's gonna select the strongest characters for you, and always tries to aim to have 1, 2, 3 as a follow-up ability. Next is inventory. Inventory, you get all your stuff you collect from the missions or other things. It's divided in 3: consumables, materials, and equipments. It's sorted by rarity. That's how I like it. And consumables are where you're gonna spend your most time or back and forward with, because here you can get like core dust, which you need for leveling up characters. This is also core dust. Credits, which you also need to level up your characters. But then say, what are these? Why is there 2H or 1H? What does it stand for? It's 1 hour. So activating this is equivalent with 2 hours of AFK waiting, which is equal with 25,000 credits. So they say, oh, that's great, so I'm just gonna use them all at once. Don't use all at once, because, like I said, explained it before, the Outpost Defense, the AFK farming machine, becomes better the further you get in the campaign. Therefore, only use the consumables if you hit a wall, a power level wall, and you need to level up your characters to overcome that wall. Try to save up as much as you can these ones, the core ones, the core dust. The credits and the battle pass are like battle data sets. I already used them because I needed them. For chapter 8 to 9 there's a giant power spike. Most chapters there's going to be a spike. You will see suddenly you need 400 more power, and that's when you use the data sets, the credits, and then just to overcome that little step there. Alright, that concludes, I think, the inventory. You have the molds here too, by the way. You have the Tetra mold, which unlocks SSRs. Tetras, if you have 50, collect of these. These ones collect miscellaneous molds, which then you get an, guess what, an SSR miscellaneous Nikke. And then you have the classic golden mold, high quality mold. The high quality mold, if you have 50 of them, you have a high chance to get an SSR and a small chance to get an SR. Then you have the purple ones, which you find also quite a lot. If you have 50 of these, you can unlock by clicking here, unlocking. You can get, there's a high chance to get an SR and a low chance to get an SSR. And here are the tokens which you use in the outpost, stored too. Then you have here some other things like equipment slots, or yeah, there's all equipments or ability packages, and then you can choose which one you want. I want 5 of these, and then you use them if you have to. Don't use them if you don't have to. Alright, now we had the recruitment. We finished inventory, now we had recruitment. Recruitment, as you can see, this is a special banner. It's only 11 days left. You could get this character, there's a higher chance. You see the rating info right here. All the banners have it. She has a 2% drop instead of all the other ones with a 0.0833%. Then this is the normal recruitment, where you can use vouchers. These are the vouchers you get from completing missions or buying them or getting them from mileages. You also can get the vouchers here, which the game gives you 10, and then the admins, I think, gave us another 10. So you get 2 free rolls here, which is really nice. Again, if you use this one, you get the golden mileage. Special banners, limited banners get golden mileage, which give you the characters. If you 20 times roll them, you get the character 100%. And if you use this, you get the silver ones, which if you roll 20 times, you get body spare parts, not the character. Body spare parts. Then if you use the normal one, after summoning I think 5 times, you get the wish list, where you can choose which characters you want to get. So these characters have a higher chance to appear when you roll for them. If you get an SSR, there's a higher chance to get one of these, or one of these. Fill these out. Even though you just want this character, if you don't fill out the bar, it doesn't increase the probability to get the characters you want. So there's always going to be a roll between these characters. Even though you just want this character, it does not matter. You should always fill out all of these to increase the chance, otherwise it doesn't work. Alright, we're back at the lobby. Now we go to Arc. Arc is where you do the side missions. Every day you come here to fulfill these ones. You have the Lost Sector, the Tribe Tower, the Interception, and the Simulation Room. The simulation room is an infinite fight. It's not infinite, it's a limited fight. You have like a couple of rooms you go through, and every time you finish a dungeon, it's like a dungeon, you get some additional rewards which you use to level up your skill. Let's jump right into it. We say begin simulation. I already did this one, difficulty 1, but if you go to difficulty 2, you can do all of these. You unlock them by doing campaigns. As you see, if I finish 11-7, I get the difficulty 4. By doing these, there are 3 stages, 3 dungeons to finish, and every time you finish one, you get some data, battle data, some skill manuals to level up your skills, and some burst manuals to level up your big skill. And the harder it gets, the better stuff you get, as you can see here. But these are all for your skills, to level up your skills later on. Alright. That simulation room, we get to Lost Sector. Lost Sector is like a mini campaign where you walk around a set stage and try to collect all the hidden treasures and do the puzzles. And if you defeat all the enemies and find all the resources, you get 100%. And if you get 100%, you get some free stuff. You don't have to play it again. You can play it only once and be done with it. You can reset the level if you want to play it again for some reason, but I wouldn't recommend it because you don't need to. If you finish a stage, there's a chance to unlock a cube. If you finish 1, 2, 3 stages, you get at least 2 cubes. These cubes I showed you before make your Nikkes stronger. So you can see them here and level up them if you click here. But right now there's a bug. If you click on it, it can crash your game. So I will not click on it to potentially crash this game. Okay, that's Lost Sector more or less explained. Tribe Tower is a bit more complicated, but not really. The Tribe Tower is like infinite battle, a spiral tower. You keep on fighting like in Pokemon, if you play Pokemon before. It's like a battle tower, it's like the battle tree. You keep on fighting stronger and stronger enemies. And it's like, I think it's infinite, I'm not sure. I didn't reach the top yet, I'm 65. If you click on it, I used my strongest Nikkes, all types of Nikkes right here. Right now my power level is not strong enough to fight the stage 65 one, so I will not fight it. I will wait, level up my characters and come back and try to climb higher, as high as I can. Then you have these ones here, which you unlock later after finishing a couple of levels in the campaign. These are limited towers. These limited towers only limits you to specific Nikkes from specific companies. So in this tower you can only use Miscellaneous tower, made fighters, characters. As you can see here, I have a way limited selection because I can only use characters which are made from this company, which makes it a bit harder. And you have a limited time of doing this one. This one you can only do 3 times a day, so 3 stages a day. And there's always a rotation. It's always going to change between this. It can be just 1, it can be 2 open, it can be all 4 open. It's random, I think. Yeah, and that's that. And here you get the special molds, the company specific molds. So miscellaneous, if you do mission here, you get 5 miscellaneous ones if you reach stage 10. And you have 50 of these. If you have 50 miscellaneous mold, you get a high chance of a miscellaneous SSR one, a golden miscellaneous character made by this company. Alright, this is Tribe Tower explained. Then Interception. Interception is like a small boss fight. Don't worry if you don't defeat the enemy. If he defeats you, especially in the beginning, don't worry, it killed me till I get level 60 or 70 or 80. I don't remember, but it killed me constantly. Important here is for you to do damage. Do as much damage as possible for you. The more damage you do, the better stuff you get. That's the focus here. It's like a mini boss fight. So take the strongest characters you have and try to do as much damage as you can. Don't focus on surviving because the attacks are brutal. Focus on doing as much damage in a short amount of time as possible in the beginning till you get to level 80, I say 80, 70. And then you can try to take him down, which gives you the best rewards, of course, because it does all the damage. Alright, this is Interception explained. You get better, stronger enemies the further you get in the campaign, as you can see here. Alright, this is Arc explained more or less. Then we have, before we jump into the campaign, we will show you the Union. The Union you unlock by doing the campaign again. If you get further, you can join a clan, and here you see the members of your clan. And this is a great way to make friends. For example, I want to be friends with this character. Am I friend with him? I am friends with him. Otherwise, you can send a friend request. Always send as many friend requests as you can, and try to fill up your friend list, because if you have friends, they can send you social points, and you can use social points to unlock Nikkes in the recruitment. Let me show you right here. You see? It's a bit hidden, but if you have 100 hearts, you can recruit 10 Nikkes, 10 characters. It's like a free poll for just playing with your friends or playing with friends. And try always to kick out people that are not logging in. Like for this one, 3 days, I don't think he's coming back. So I would technically should kick him out for my friendship list. Alright, friendship and union explained. You have the mission pass, which is the battle pass. You have a free version, of course, and then you have the premium version, which you have to pay for. I paid for this one because the value is quite good. You get vouchers and molds, so you get for sure some SSR, some good characters out of this deal. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it. It's a good deal for me personally. You don't have to. This is still a play to win kind of game. The company who made this game, Shift Up, is also the same company that made the game Destiny Child. That game, I played that game for a long time. It was always play to win. You have to invest a lot more time than other players, but if you can play this game 100% free. Destiny Child for sure. But this one, I'm not yet sure. I will not pass judgment just yet. We will see what they roll out later, but for now I say it is doable to play this game for free and get far in the game. Especially because of the Outpost Defense system of the AFK farming. So if you play just once a day, it's fine because it collects this Outpost Defense to make your character stronger. Okay, we go into the campaign. Alright, this is where you spend most of your time in the campaign. As you can see right now, I'm on the hard part of the missions. You can select the chapter and the difficulty by clicking or tapping on the bottom part, right here. Right now I'm the hardcore missions, which are less enemies, but they're way stronger and they give you better rewards. If you go back here where the blue exclamation mark is, that's where the main mission is, and the orange exclamation marks are sub missions or side missions. Don't worry if you don't do the side missions, they don't disappear. You can leave them and return by using this system right here to go back to older chapters for to do side missions which you left off. So you can always go back. Focus on the main mission, try to get as far as you can in the main campaign, because the further you get, the more stuff you unlock, which makes it easier to level up. It's like an endless cycle. It's always campaign, outposts, characters, always the same. And as you can see, it's like a chibi kind of version. You walk around, you go for stages, you do missions. You see the orange one, this is a side mission right there. You know this is a side because there's an orange thing. There's a blue one for the main mission. And these are special stages which you should not focus on till you finish the campaign, I say. Finish the campaign, you can always do these super hard missions right here. So first of all, main mission if you want side missions, because the side missions are most of the time at the same level as the main missions, except the this side mission, the EX ones, they're always going to be higher level. They're going to be hard to do anyways, so don't focus about it. Focus main and side. What's important in campaign levels is that sometimes there are hidden treasures. Like one is right here, you don't quite see, there's a little glow if you pay attention to it. If you walk with your characters over it, and a pop-up will come over the heads and say, oh, there's something. You click on it and you get something, the hidden treasure or the hidden relic or whatever. That's how you find blueprints, money, gems, anything. That's how you find secret stuff on the ground. Don't worry, just pay a bit of attention. Always walk around the edges of the map and something will pop out of the character's head. But normally they should be quite easy to spot because they glow. The further you go in the missions, the harder it is to find them. Because right now I'm chapter 9, they hide them a bit better. They could be behind this rebel, behind this bush. But in the first stages it's quite easy to find them. Alright, this is more or less the campaign missions explained. Additionally, if you walk to enemy, it will show you the recommended power. As you can see here, I need 22,380 power. My power is over that, so it's gonna be blue. And because it's blue, I should fight this and win. It should be easy for me to win this. If your power is red, don't fight this. Fight this because the game will give your characters a debuff. Besides the strong enemies you will fight. So the enemies will anyways be stronger than you because the game tells you that they have more power than you. But additionally, the game also will punish you by giving your characters attack, defense and HP debuffs. The bigger the discrepancy, the bigger the difference between your power and the recommended power is, the higher the debuff is. It also goes the other way around. The higher your green level is, the easier for you is gonna be to win the fight. Therefore, if you have let's say 30,000 powers, the game is gonna give you, not only you're gonna be stronger, but the game also gonna give you some additional buffs, which makes the fight super fast. Alright. This should be really all with the main mission. Alright, the last two things which are left are of course the messages. The messages you get if you unlock a new Nikke, she will message you and tell you, hey, what's up, my name is so and so. She will talk with you and that's how you unlock a bit of friendship points. Then there's the mission ones, which are related to side missions. If you get forward in the campaign, suddenly you get a message from a treasure hunter and say, hey man, can you get me something from chapter 7, whatever. Don't worry, these are not really story related. There's no no real spoilers here. They're all side missions. They don't intertwine with the main story. They don't even appear in the main story, really. These are just some characters, side characters that want something from you. You bring it to them and you get some rewards out of it. Then you have the groups. The groups also same with the, it's more lore friendly. It helps you understand certain characters better. It's this is for people that really like the lore. They pick these characters from different groups will talk to you. So this is for you important is the Nikke, the group, and the missions, of course, in that order. Then the missions, if you don't talk on this app, they don't appear, so you should always check it out. If you have new missions, click on them and say click through it. If you don't want to read them, just go to the end and the character will give you the mission. Then we get to the events. The events always show you the current events. Breaking news, it says. Right now, because the game started, these are the 2 events that go with the starting of this game. The release login, of course. The release login is every day you log into the game, you get some good goodies, some really good stuff. So I recommend you to always click on it, claim it. It should appear at the moment you enter the game, but sometimes the game is bugged, it doesn't show up. So you go to event list and click here manually to claim it. You can only claim one time one of these things per day, and you have 7 days. So 7-day login, you should get some good stuff. Then day by day, this is more like a guideline. The game, the developers try to guide you for the story and for what to do. So day 1, most of the time, clear chapter 2, clear level 10 of the tribe tower, and so on and so on. It's good to do them, not only because it's a good way that to learn the game and to learn the routine, but also you get some good rewards from this. Alright, as you can see, you need at least 70 to get this SSR character for free. I did only till day 9, I think, right here. Yes, I did everything to day 9. I didn't finish day 9. I already have 50 out of 70. So technically you don't need all the days to complete 100% all the days, but I recommend you because you get a golden mold, some crystals, so it's a win-win. Always do them if you can. Then you have the no caller ID. This is a side mission event. You could do some missions right here, and you get some tokens. With the tokens you can unlock really good stuff here in the shop. So I recommend you to enter the war zone, do the story, find out what this is about, do the missions, finish all the missions, the normal missions, and then come back here to claim the missions. After you finish the missions, you get additional rewards for finishing these missions. Claim them. The game doesn't tell you to do this, so many people can miss out. Claim them and you get even more tokens. Alright, important is if you do the missions, the missions in this game, there's something here, bonus reward Nikkes. This reward doesn't always drop in the stages. There's only a certain amount of percentage this thing will drop. You can increase the percentage of this thing to drop, this token, by using this specific characters in your squad. So I have Helm, so if I use Helm, it's a 40% chance higher to get this token. If I have Private, it's 30. So combined 70, combined with Arya is 85, and then one more 15% is going to be 100%. So every time I play a mission, there's a 100% chance to drop one of these rewards. It's a bit hidden, so it's not quite explained either. So just pay attention to this. Alright, and then the last event is of course the pickup event, which we talked about in the recruitment, which is Helm, of course. She has a higher percentage to drop during her banner, of course, and any banner, any gacha is the same system. And that's it. This should explain more or less everything. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. I will address them in the next video, or I will just tell you in the comments what to do. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.